Hobbs and Shaw is the most ridiculous movie ever.
I told you.
Should go see it. End of story. 9 out of 10. Let's go.
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
But no, seriously, I knew that we were gonna get Fast 5 levels of insanity.
Dude, it's just Fast and Furious levels of insanity anyway.
But I mean, like the level of insanity we were gonna get. I know that they're not gonna make their spinoff and try to make it outdo the main story. I mean, it tried.
I think it did.
You think it outdid it?
Look, there are things that happen in this movie. Well, put it this way: there's ridiculous stuff that happens in this movie, and while it may not be Fast 8, Hobbs takes a missile and redirects it back towards a fucking thing.
And it's not Fast, and it wasn't on the level of Fast 6 where friggin' Dom drives a Charger.
I don't know, man.
Look, he didn't drive a Charger through a burning airplane.
I don't know, man. That shit in fucking Hawaii in this movie. There was, yeah.
Like I said, it tried. It really tried.
So Hobbs and Shaw, the basis of this movie is essentially Hobbs' sister. Hobbs' sister. No, Shaw's sister. Basically is part of MI6, and they're basically trying to get this
to retrieve this weapon that turns out to be a virus.
Yeah.
You know, your typical tactical suit wearing espionage action movie.
Yeah, she injects it in herself, and it's a race for Hobbs and Shaw to get to her and stuff. She's basically Shaw's sister, and essentially this takes place after Fast 8 and stuff. Basically, Hobbs and Shaw, they're basically used by their respective agencies to essentially doing odd jobs for them. Hobbs is basically freelancing for the CIA. Shaw is basically freelancing for the MI6 or whatever.
Like for MI6 or pretty much,
SAS. British SAS.
Pretty much a gun for hire.
Yeah, both of them are basically gun for hires for their respective agencies and stuff. And essentially they both are tricked into doing the same mission by working together and stuff by their respective agencies and stuff. And it's what you expect. They both still kind of they're basically carrying beef from the Fast series and stuff. And
you really thought they were gonna kiss and make up at the end of Fast 8? Nope.
No amount of Corona will ever bring them together.
Exactly. Look, what happened in
family.
What happened in Fast 8? What happened in Fast 8 was, all right, you're gonna stay arm's length. You stay on that side of the planet. I'm gonna stay on this side. You say hi. Matter of fact, say hi to your mama for me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that myself,
bruh.
And I'm gonna stay on this side with my kid. And I'm gonna take it to IHOP, give her some pancakes, call it a day. We're both gonna go home.
There are surprises in this film that I think is hilarious. I want to spoil who it is, but I'm not going to.
No, we're not gonna spoil it.
I would just say the surprise that you see, you're gonna be like, well, of course, but it's funny. It works.
Let's just say there were two very, very funny appearances in the movie.
And basically, with all three, Hobbs, Shaw, and Shaw's sister, they run amok of Idris Elba, who is, as he said in the trailer, he's Black Superman.
Dude, he's
Black fucking Superman.
Okay, he calls himself Black Superman.
He's really a Terminator.
No, he's not even a Terminator. Idris Elba's character in this movie is Crisis.
Can I be real? That
suit that he was wearing is the freaking Crisis biosuit.
Can I be
the only thing I was missing from every time he was activating some part of it was maximum armor, speed up,
bruh.
Cloak engaged, maximum strength. I didn't hear, if I'd have heard any of that, number one, they'd have got
sued. And he had a fucking badass bike too.
Dude, first of all,
remote control bike.
He had a remote controls Terminator the Skynet / Transformer bike.
I mean, and like he's doing tricks. He's sliding underneath the trucks, hanging onto the back of the bike. I'm like, dear God. And
again, he was too cool for this movie.
And it worked because here's the thing: the way he goes about hunting down Hobbs and Shaw, everything it basically makes everything that Jason Statham was doing in Fast 7 make perfect sense. Cause you remember in Fast 7,
yeah,
Shaw was hunting these motherfuckers down. I'm like, how the fuck does he know where they're at?
He knows exactly where they are.
And
Again, hunting them down like a Terminator.
And that's what Idris Elba character is. He's basically kind of the extension of what Shaw was doing in Fast 7, except fucking ridiculous.
And not only did this movie become quite self-aware, because Hobbs even said it himself. He's like, so essentially we're dealing with a damn Terminator. Okay.
I mean, the movie is so self-aware that Shaw and Hobbs are like throwing slander towards one another, like, oh, you're just gonna throw the desk at me like you always do, punch a hole through pair of shoes. That's what you do.
Like, no, actually I wasn't gonna do that at all.
I was gonna shove this chair down your throat. That's what I was gonna do.
The insults that they throw at each other are
it's like your face.
Great.
Your face.
It's like every time I look at your face, it's like God is projectile. He's throwing a projectile vomit at me every single time, and it hurts.
I like how he closes his eyes.
And he closes his eyes like, that really hurts.
I mean, but the progression of seeing them as you see in these typical movies is that eventually they'll make up.
Yep.
You know, they're clearly gonna be beefing. It's gonna be friendly, beefing, but eventually they're gonna make up and work together and stuff. And to the movie's credit, they do a good job of building that up and stuff. Also, I mean, look, if you are already up to this point in the Fast series, don't expect any realistic physics bullshit to happen, because physics does not exist at all.
Physics has no place in the Fast and Furious vocabulary.
Physics took a dump since Too Fast, Too Furious. I've said this before, and I'll still stick to that. It's not even the ejectocito, cuz I know people probably like, oh, it's probably that. No.
Anyone who's seen the trailer or the commercial, like TV spots, you see it. There is an ejectocito. They don't say it, but it happens.
I mean, it's the movie entertains you. It's a smooth 2-hour solid movie.
Yep.
And it entails you from beginning to end. I think David Lesh, he's the one that directed it and stuff. I think he did Atomic Bombshell. He did Deadpool 2. So he, like I said, he knows his action. He knows his action beats. He knows how to keep you informed when you get the dramatic stuff, which the dramatic stuff that's there, it's there, doesn't linger, and it keeps it moving.
Going from the cinematography, definitely shot very well, and I mean just shot very well. The locations that they scouted out for was really good.
London was dope.
Yep, London, Moscow, and Hawaii.
Samoa.
Like, was all good. Really good locations.
I mean, because you had, Vanessa Kirby is Hattie Shaw and stuff, and they had the little backstory with her. What the fuck was that homegirl's name? Helen Mirren coming back as the Shaw's mom and stuff. She had some funny moments and stuff with her son and stuff like that. I'm just sitting back and I'm like, how many more family members does Shaw have? We saw his brother, then we got the sister. I'm like, so where's the dad?
That would be funny. God, that would be funny.
If you had to pick who the dad was, who would you pick?
Who could his dad?
You can't go Michael Caine. That's I feel he's too much of a go-to. I think he's too much of a go-to.
No. I wasn't going to pick Michael Caine at all. I'm trying to think of a good one. Who could really be his dad? Like, I mean, I need someone super British, but at the same time, someone that you can actually take seriously.
It has to be Cockney or something.
Or let it be a Cockney actor, or someone that can pull off a Cockney accent very well. I'm really drawing a blank right now who I can pick, but yes, anyone not Michael Caine.
Yeah. You know what's funny? There's certain things about this that I felt.
Pierce Brosnan.
Bruh.
Pierce Brosnan. It just came to me. Pierce Brosnan.
Or who was the dude that was the previous one before Pierce Brosnan? It's James Bond.
Oh.
Shit.
The one before him.
Sorry, folks.
People don't know how to drive out here.
Nah.
But no. The one before him.
Timothy Dalton.
I was gonna say Daniel Craig, but
no, Timothy. I said before.
Sorry.
Timothy Dalton. Yeah, Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
I can see Timothy Dalton. Maybe. That's a huge maybe on that one.
Well, Hobbs and Shaw Part 2. You know what to do.
Yeah, but what I was saying was, I feel that this movie set up also a possible spin-off because, and again, this isn't a spoiler because it was in the trailer too, they meet one of Shaw's connects who turns out to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it felt to me with her squad, I'm like, so are we setting up a female Fast and Furious spin-off?
I mean, if they really, I could see them doing that if they decided to explore.
They said they were doing one with Michelle Rodriguez and the other women. I'm like, okay, if you need that, then you can bring her in. You can fold her into that somehow. And I'm like, all right, cool. It felt that way. It really did.
But again, because, we've seen characters get retired. They retired Brian. They retired damn near everybody. Pretty much everybody in Fast 8, quote-unquote, retires. But let's be real.
Nobody ever retires.
Yeah, when Fast 9 comes out, everyone's going to get pulled out of retirement.
Well, Tyrese cried his way to Fast 9, so
he did.
You blew up the family. I'm like, Tyrese, shut up.
It's like, Tyrese, shut up.
Shut up, Tyrese. Like, what are we doing here? But
dude, don't you have more than enough money from the Fast franchise?
Taking me away. No, but yeah, it felt like it's like
I can see Tyrese right now. You can't protect him, Dwayne.
I mean, but what I think what makes the movie work is like the Hobbs and Shaw does function pretty good as a standalone to where it's like, hey, these characters, it's kind of like, hey, what are they doing when they're not with the crew?
That's because they work together. The way their chemistry works is natural because you have two people that are so at odds that couldn't be any more different from each other. They can't stand each other.
But I mean,
they work well. They work very well together.
Yeah, and that's what makes the whole thing work. Is like because I mean, when they announced Hobbs and Shaw, I was like, all right, let's see where this goes. You see that first trailer, I was like, well, I'm in. Because I mean, it's like if you're going into the expecting realistic shit, it's like no. But at the same time, and I think this is to the Fast movie series credit, is that even though it gets ridiculous, they're still able to tell a simple story. And you've seen the tropes before. Like I said, it's his sister, and him and his sister, they're going to make amends. Hobbs and Shaw, they're going to learn the power of teamwork.
Yep.
But I mean, these are things you see in movies, but it just works for this movie because they don't linger. Again, that's the key thing for the Fast franchise. When they don't linger long on the fucking simple shit, it just works.
And when they try to go, like you said, when they try to go for something different or something new, it actually makes the movie a lot more exciting to enjoy.
Oh yeah, like I said, Idris Elba. I don't need to know his backstory, but the movie does a great job of filling that in over the course. Him and Shaw used to know each other and stuff. Shaw had to kill him because this mysterious company, Extion, was it Exton? Intion and stuff wanted to use Shaw. Shaw had to had to kill Idris and stuff because Idris was gonna kill him and stuff. And then okay, that's why they're beefing. Simple, nothing difficult, And we clearly see that Intion has something over on, our boy Idris, and yeah, he has to keep doing what he's doing. And Idris was a pretty good villain.
Dude, Idris was amazing in this movie.
I mean, that dude.
I had so much fun watching him.
He chewed that scenery so much as a villain. I loved it, man. I mean, dog, like he chewed that shit up, and just like the cockiness. I mean, look, if I was a dude that had computers running my fucking body, I'd be cocky too. I ain't gonna
absolutely.
lie. I mean, and just seeing the effects of him literally predicting moves like, okay, he's gonna punch me at 1,000 pounds of force.
That's like 1,000 pounds of force, huh?
Okay, bet. Miss. Boom, 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 boom.
Another
boom,
punch
boom,
that's
boom.
coming in. Hold on. Another punch that's coming at a rate of speed of like what? At a rate of speed of like 8 millisecond speed.
Oh yeah,
punch.
yeah. I mean, but like I said again, those little things and stuff, it goes into like just the whole movie itself. It's so ridiculous because you see the trailer, you don't expect that because you're thinking, oh, he's just somebody that's like enhanced, whatever. I did not expect the movie to go full blown. Oh, he's like a fucking Terminator, literally, because he's seen the what? Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, he's a Terminator.
I ain't gonna lie, the interface that they used for that was actually pretty dope.
Yeah, like. Again, it's the Crisis biosuit.
It's not even a suit; it's his fucking body.
It's his body.
The suit itself is just bulletproof.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The suit's bulletproof, and of course
fireproof too.
Fireproof with his enhanced abilities and stuff. Again, I'm just looking at him like, dude, you're Superman. You're Superman with the Crisis suit.
I mean, like he got put on fire. He got fucking a building thrown on his ass. Dude, fucking made sure a car didn't fucking crush his ass. I'm like. This guy's broken clearly,
but it's not a fast movie without having a broken villain.
Oh,
the higher we go in the sequels, the more ridiculously over the top the villains have to be.
I mean, let's see. Like Fast 7 had the God's Eye. Fast 8 had Charlize Theron's super hacker with the God's Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me thinks that Idris Elba had the God's Eye, but that's a different theory altogether, so I'm not going to dive into that. But yeah, this movie is just crazy. And then that's not even factoring in the Hawaii scene with The Rock and his family. You know, Roman Reigns and John Tui and what was it, Cliff Curtis?
I think that's who it was.
Cliff Curtis and stuff.
Yeah.
Who I think he's Polynesian in real life any fucking ways. Because
Yep.
you remember he's always played like terrorist or
That,
Middle Eastern or something like that all the time.
Well, he did play the deputy director in Live Free or Die Hard.
True. No, I'm saying in terms of what they throw his ethnicity at and
Yeah.
stuff all the time, which is like kind of funny to me. It's like, oh, okay,
Notice
cool.
that he had to shave the beard for that role.
Very
when you go
much
back
so.
to that movie, it's like I look at Die Hard 4. And I'm like, oh, he's in this movie. Had to shave the beard, and he kept it shaved, especially up until what was it, Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah. I mean, and also too, just side note, shout out to Roman Reigns, shout out to John Tui, aka Doggy Kruger from Power Rangers. Shout out to him. But yeah, that whole scene was hilarious because again, in the trailer you see them doing the freaking, Samoa chants and
Doing the
stuff.
Polynesian chants and
I mean,
the warrior chants.
warrior cry. Which I was just in my head, I was like, was like the Vulcan Raven,
Right?
It's a shaman.
Giant and shaman.
I'm sorry, that should be The Rock's MO. He should be just Vulcan Raven, The Rock. Giant and shaman. AKA Hideo Kojima basically saying he's mystical. I mean, there's nothing to really sit there and say about The Rock, Hobbs, man. That dude is just ridiculous and stuff. I mean, shit, at one point, Shaw's sister is literally looking at him like, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I eat bullets for breakfast. I'm like, God damn it.
Is it like a full course meal, huh? Breakfast and lunch? Well, guess what? It's dinner time.
Countdown, 3, 2, I'm ready. Swear to God, if he actually did shoot it, he spit the bullet out, I'm walking out the theater like, you know what? I don't need to see anymore. This movie, 10 out of 10. Let's
he
go.
Legit catches a bullet in the teeth.
My ass have been like, you know what, guys? I'm done.
But
yeah, y'all have fun.
Now the funny
Not
thing
even a bad way, just like, yep, this movie's great.
Now hold on. Now the funny thing is, every time those two were on screen together, I'm like, oh, for the love of God, Rock, just pound her guts, please. You know that there was sexual tension
Again,
between those
to the
two.
movie's credit, they don't go too far into
They
it.
don't.
They
don't go too far. They don't go predictable. But for the love of God, once she got him in that arm bar, I'm like, just bang, please.
Yeah.
Like everybody leave the room. Let them bang right there on the table. Get
Yeah.
it over with. We can move on with the movie.
Yeah.
You don't even have to show it. Just imply it.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, man, this is a great movie. I'm pretty sure D is going to enjoy it when he sees it.
No, it's amazing.
I noticed,
Amazing movie.
I noticed for a second they replaced homegirl that played The Rock's daughter from the other two movies. They replaced her.
They
with a
did
new
replace
one.
her, didn't she?
They replaced her with a new chick and stuff, which I was like, hold up, is that the same? Nope, not the same one. Different one and stuff. Maybe because the girl maybe been busy. I don't know.
Probably hit a growth spurt.
Probably because this I mean, it's been a couple of years since Fast 8, so so it is what it is. But yeah, this is a great movie. I mean, like I said, I'm sitting at 9.5, 9 out of 10 on this one.
I'm gonna sit on that as well. This movie was enjoyable. I laughed a good chunk of the movie. I enjoyed the action. The pacing was pretty solid. There were some parts where I'm like, okay, you could have clamped that up, but then again, this is a fast movie, so you just go along with it.
Yeah, just go with it. I mean, it's nothing there and stuff. I would say this was 2 movies in a row we got flamethrowers, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yes.
Pretty happy with that. I mean, it's just
We've had a really good run right now of flamethrowers showing up in movies.
time out for a second. We talked about special effects.
Yeah.
Now, maybe it's just me. Did it seem like there were, outside of a couple spots with with some of the driving scenes and stuff that, you could tell that was a bit of CGI and stuff. Did it seem like some of this stuff was actually very practical?
Well, most of anytime they do Fast and Furious movies.
Well, this one didn't seem like it was special effects happy. You know what I mean?
No, it wasn't. Okay, no. All right, let's get one thing straight. It was definitely not on the levels of Too Fast, Too Furious, where it was just special effects out the wazoo.
Yeah.
What they did was they had a lot of, for example, let's take Statham's car. drives a McLaren.
Yeah.
You know you got the hero car, which would be in for like establishing shots or like it enters the scene or it's exiting a scene.
Yeah.
But anytime they got the action, that's when they bring in the stunt cars.
Yeah.
And of course, God knows how many times they had to have that car shot up. So they had like a number of stunt McLarens put in place. So the cars, to their credit, were I would say they were the practical cars.
Yeah.
Because there was like throughout the car chases that they had, there was definitely not a lot of CGI. You know, third act, of course, yeah, you're gonna have some CGI there.
Yeah, but the CGI I felt was pretty good. Like it didn't like take you out of it.
More like I would say it was limited.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels like the CGI was limited, and they concentrated on like kind of practical effects within reason, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you're obviously gonna have some touch-up stuff. Because there is a spot where Statham McLaren goes underneath two cars, and you could tell that was probably where the CGI was used.
That part you could say was the CGI,
and also Idris going underneath the trucks and stuff, CGI there.
Or the part where the car goes under it, yeah, that part entering it was CGI, but. Just like the first movie, they probably had the tanker. They probably had the tanker on the trucks like raised.
Yeah,
like how they did. Because first of all, going back to that first movie, you know damn well.
Well, the Hondas wasn't going to do that, but I think a McLaren could go underneath those trucks.
Yeah, as low as a McLaren is, it could, but still, that's pretty. Like, still, they had to raise the. They still had to raise those tankers.
At least for Idris, they probably had to.
But even for the McLaren, they had to raise the tankers. The McLaren is low. Don't get me wrong. The McLaren sits low, but not so low that it's just going to slide under a truck with no problem.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw that out there because I was like, I was saying, to me, it felt like it was like more practical effects than CGI and stuff like it normal. You know, these movies normally are at times and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it wasn't like too fast where it was like plain as day fucking obvious, but you know, you're going to always tell there's some touches of CGI and things like that in these kind of films. So, and also, you know, you commented on the cinematography and stuff too. So,
yep.
But yeah, you know what's funny? They actually used some of the soundtrack from the Fast series in this too.
They did.
You know, like dun 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 dun. And I'm like, oh, that's the shit from fucking damn Fast 5 when they were on the bridge, and running away with the freaking damn, you know, with the safe and stuff.
With the safe.
Yeah, you know. So you see, you could tell there was some beats where I'm like, oh, they're still using the Fast.
So like two Chargers carrying a safe.
Yeah. So
that's still, I still hold that in high regard as like one. I would say top 3 most ridiculous thing that movie did.
Yeah. I mean,
well, that this franchise has done. Carrying a safe with 2 Chargers.
I mean, and we always sit there and say, like, you know, what could they do and stuff. I just feel they've done a lot of good things with this franchise, and I think this is a pretty good spinoff. I mean, if you gotta do a spinoff, you gotta go big, and they go big in this movie, definitely. So
I can already see them taking the next movie, because I already see a sequel with this. Have it take place in Australia.
Got to.
Just go to Australia.
Yeah. But anyways, 9 out of 10.
We're done.
Laters.